Julie, it's great to see you. Thank you for joining me from Paris today.
Hi, Rebecca. Very pleased to be with you today.
Julie, start by telling me a little bit more about your company's mission and objectives when it comes to decarbonisation, a central theme of ADIPEC.
Absolutely, Rebecca. So a drastic reduction of greenhouse gas emission is absolutely essential for a sustainable tomorrow. And we must consider all possible solutions to achieve this target. So Technip Energies is a leading engineering and technology company, and energy transition is our business. We have more than 15,000 employees around the world, and Technip Energies is engaged with all of those employees in delivering projects, offering technologies, products, solutions, services that really transform the energy industry and make a positive impact for the planet and the people. So it's really our duty to deliver to the world more sustainable plants and low carbon solutions for our clients. And right now, we have leading positions in low carbon LNG, green and blue hydrogen, CCUS, and e-fuels in particular.
Let me pick up on CCUS. What specific solutions can you offer, and how do they contribute to mitigating carbon emissions?
Absolutely. CCUS is a key area of focus for Technip Energies. It's a solution that is available now to reduce emissions at scale. This year, we have launched Capture Now. This is our platform with all our CCUS technologies and solutions that our clients need for their decarbonization journey. So Capture Now covers a broad range of industries and services from carbon capture to CO2 conditioning, transportation, storage, and utilization to transform carbon into low carbon products. And we offer everything from advisory to technology, turnkey solutions, and aftermarket service. So in terms of gas processing and CO2 management, at Technip Energies, we have more than 60 years of experience. And we are really leveraging all this know-how to pave the way in CCUS. As we speak, we have more than 20 FEED and EPC projects ongoing around the world for CCUS. And those projects represent more than 30 million tons per annum of CO2 that will be captured and avoided. And we support our clients through their CCUS journey, through the CCUS value chain. And really the idea is to help them to capture the opportunity to decarbonize their operation in a cost-effective manner and support them to achieve their net zero goals.
Speaking of supporting each other, collaboration and partnership has never been more needed. In your opinion, where should attention be directed? Where is it needed the most?
You're absolutely spot on, Rebecca. Energy transition is an industrial revolution at high speed, and no one can make it happen on its own at the required pace. So we need partnership to accelerate the development of solutions, to de-risk investment, and offer the best solutions for all emitters to decarbonize their assets. And the CCUS value chain is quite complex. We need not only technologies, but we need as well skill set to deliver complex brownfield capture projects. We need permitting, regulation. We need obviously transportation and storage infrastructure, and very important, a full finance ecosystem in place. I'll give an example of a partnership that we've established at Technip Energies. We've established an alliance with Shell on carbon capture since more than 10 years. And we have developed a full range of products called Canopy by T.EN. These are post-combustion carbon capture solutions that combine Shell highly performant Consolve technology with our design and excellence in project delivery. And with the Canopy solution, we can exceed the 95% of capture rate and capture CO2 on small to large-scale emitters across various industries such as oil and gas, power, cement, and waste energy. This is just one example of the power of partnering.
What, in your opinion, is the top challenge facing the CCUS industry today?
This industry is a nascent industry. Like several industries across the energy transition spectrum. So it still requires a strong support from states to ramp up. In the future, CO2 will become a commodity as it becomes more widely used to produce sustainable aviation fuel, for example, or other low carbon products. But for now, it can be a challenge for CCUS developments to be economically viable. So we need to crack the code of CCUS financing. Costs will continue to go down as the industry matures, but that's not enough. So we have seen a lot of schemes being put in place around the world. The US is now offering strong support with the IRA. There are ETS mechanisms being put in place and various fundings and incentives deployed in the UK and Europe as well. And this is definitely boosting the industry. And we see really an increase of interest from emitters to explore, to test and implement CCUS solutions.
Lastly, Julie, let me finish by asking you about ADIPEC. What is the key message that you want to leave people with this year?
We are as well very much looking forward to be in ADIPEC and meet clients and partners. The key message is that energy transition is happening right now. We have the solutions and we need to work together to make it happen. And I'm really looking forward to speak about the solutions that TEN provides and have a fruitful exchange with all stakeholders of this industry.
And there we have to leave things, but thank you again for joining me from the French capital. I look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you so much, Rebecca, for this conversation, and I look forward to see you there as well.